What's going on? It's Lance Hayes with Sports Social Live. And in this episode of Sports Social Live, we'll be discussing the upcoming fight between David Benavidez and Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, November 25th in Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll break down each fighter, Benavidez and Andrade, talk about the undercard, some big exciting news on the undercard for me, and discuss some of the betting odds. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment below as we build this community at Sports Social Live. What's going on, everybody? It's Lance Hayes. I'm with Sports Social Live. Like, subscribe, share, comment below as we discuss today's news between David Benavidez and Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. El Bandera Roja versus Boo Boo, November 25th, Las Vegas, Nevada, at the Michelob Ultra Arena. I'm excited for this fight. This is a quality fight between pressure and then the Andrade skill. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I thought this fight should have happened a long time ago, but I don't want to talk about all the drama with boxing. I don't want to get into that. I'm tired of the drama after the Spence fiasco with Bud. I'm tired of back and forth. I'm excited for this quality fight and a quality undercard, and we'll get into that later. So we're going to discuss a few things about each fighter. Then we're going to roll down and to discuss the undercard, a few of the people who are on the undercard. And then we're going to finish it off with the betting odds right now. And for us bettors out there, some of these odds are subject to change, but I like what I'm seeing. I'll probably take a few and we'll discuss that coming up. But first and foremost, let's just get down to the nitty gritty. On the A side, you have to have Benavidez. Benavidez is coming into this fight highly favored, not highly favored, but favored in my opinion, and he's worth it. Benavidez, 27-0, the WBC interim super middle champ. He could have been a champ in multiple divisions, had a few issues, but he is coming off a brutal win against Caleb Plant. Very brutal win. Fight should probably have been stopped in earlier in the fight, or at least around the eighth or ninth. But you got to give Caleb Plant the credit. It was ton of pressure put on by Benavidez. Once he caught his stride, he did not stop. My wife even was shocked that they still let the fight go on, but it was a fantastic fight put on by David Benavidez. His corner was solid. He has a solid team around him. The guy is on fire. So I'm excited to see what he does as he pursues. He should pursue undisputed, but and hopefully he has that opportunity to go for it after this fight. Both of these guys have been in the division, not in this division, but both of these guys have been in the running to fight Canelo, and that's what they've been wanting and hungry for. Benavidez has shown us that he has the skill to fight with the likes of Canelo. Hopefully he puts together a good pressure fight against Andrade and shows that he can fight against that slick boxer with Andrade. I'm excited to see what he does in this fight. I'm excited to see how he's able uh, to work against Andrade and how can Andrade fight Benavidez. And then we roll into Andrade. Boo Boo, his career to me has been slightly lackluster, but you can't deny the highlights in the ring. You can't deny what the guy has been doing. He has been phenomenal from the outside, and then he's able to finish fighters off with power. That last fight against Nicholson, I think, was just a little bit of ring rust, as long with some older age. But I still feel like he has the ability to cause David Benavidez some problems. I hope I hope inactivity and ring rust isn't an issue since he just fought in January. However, he's getting older. You can't do much thing. You can't beat Father Time. Nobody can beat Father Time. So I'm excited to see the fight, but with Father Time coming into play for the former WBO champ, I am hesitant to put my money on Andrade. I like the guy as a fighter, but I'm hesitant to put my money on him. So I'm leaning more towards El Bandera Roja, but I am excited to see this fight nonetheless. And I'm excited to see Boo Boo finally get an opportunity to show the skills that he does have. So as we look forward to the fight and look forward to the guys coming out in the ring. Also, a big part of boxing that I think we have been missing for professional boxing matches, there's a whole bunch of controversy, but I believe a big part of that is the cards providing value. There can be drama with champions, there can be drama with sanctioning bodies, promoters, and everything. But are the cards providing value? Hey, if you're going to have a pay-per-view, give me value from the beginning of the bell, from the undercard to the main event. And I, with other boxing fans, we want to see that. If you're going to spend $75, I want quality fights. I don't mind if a fight goes to decision, but I do want slick. I want a mixture of slick boxing. I want the knockouts, but I also like the slick boxing. I like the challenging boxing. I like to see the Bud Crawfords. I like the Earl Spence before that last fight. I still like Earl Spence, excuse me, but I like to see different degrees of boxing on one card. A day where you can just sit there, have a drink, and watch some guys go at it in the ring. Sometimes you need those brawling fights, but the main thing I want to see is a quality undercard, and I think this Benavidez versus Andrade undercard will provide at least some depth in four of the fights. But the main thing I like to see is Maul Charlo coming out of inactivity to fight Jose Benavidez Jr. That's gonna be a good fight for both guys. More so Maul Charlo, to see him coming out and how is he gonna respond to knocking off that ring rust. He had one fight a few years ago, and it's kind of hard to see how he's gonna do. It was a tough fight for him. Then he went through a lot of issues. Hopefully, he's able to bounce back here and provide us with some quality entertainment, as well as Jose Benavidez Jr. He's been through it. They both have been through a lot in life, and this fight will be a battle for both guys. The undercard does have some other individuals as well that are on the undercard. You have, let me see, you have Hector Luis Garcia versus Lamont Roach Jr. Hector Garcia is going back down to 130 to defend his title against Lamont Roach Jr. And you also have Matias versus Ergadev. I don't know how to say his name, but it should be. I like to see Subriel Matias. I like to see Hector Luis Garcia. I think that he's a great fighter. The tank fight showed that he does have the skill to hang in there with some of the top guys. I want to see him bounce back and what he can do going forward in the future. But I'm more interested in seeing that Maul Charlo come back against Jose Benavidez Jr. Jose Benavidez Jr. is a solid fighter. He gave some people some trouble. So we should get to see if Maul Charlo is ready for that comeback. And is he still in the top of the super middleweight? Can he go up against the Benavidez? Can he go up against the Charlos? That's what we need to see from Maul Charlo. That's what we need to see from this whole card. Like, who is ready to fight Canelo? Is Canelo ready to fight any of these guys? The Andres, the Benavidez, the Charlos. Is Canelo going to fight them? Hey, you got to give Canelo his credit where credit's due. The dude he put on a hell of a performance against Mel Charlo in his last fight. I can't deny it. It was great. You could be a Canelo detractor all you want to, but dude put on a show. He was in phenomenal shape for the fight. Great effort, great enthusiasm all the way through fight week. It was a resurgence, and Eddie Reynoso coached a good fight as well. Was a good fight in the corner. So if you're a betting man, if you're a betting woman, how are you betting on this fight? How are you betting on this card? What type of parlay are you going to put in there? Let's get into the betting odds. So some of the betting odds that I'm seeing right now, the over or under for the Benavidez versus Andrade fight is at 10.5, which is a solid bet over under for this fight. I don't mind that over under being at 10.5. I do think you're likely to hit the over here. But it's all depending on how Andre comes out. I don't think he's going to be stopped early. It was tough for Plant to be stopped. Andre bounced back off the canvas before. So Benavidez has been down to the canvas. But I think that this fight goes the distance, brutally goes the distance. But I do think it goes the distance. Um, and I also see that money line pick at -400 for Benavidez, and then at +265 for Andrade. I'm leaning Benavidez here, but the play that I'm leaning towards the most is the over here, over 10.5 on different betting sites. I see the different values, but the play I'm leaning here is the over at 10.5. I think it's a solid play, and you can mix and match that with the undercard. You can pretty much go with some of the favorites on the undercard. That Maul Charlo versus Benavidez will be a shocker. I think Maul might come out and shock people, but I would lean more towards the over on that fight and more of a ring rust type battle. And then Hector Luis Garcia fight there, it's kind of one of those ones where you don't know how those fighters are gonna do. So I'm gonna go towards money line, just get value as much as I can. But that pretty much wraps up what I had to talk about today. We discussed the Benavidez versus Andrade, November 25th, Las Vegas, Nevada, at the Michelob Arena. We discussed a little bit about Benavidez. We discussed about Andrade, the records, how they're former champs, a little bit about them. And also, we went down the undercard and discussed some of the undercard highlights and who we're looking forward to seeing. This is Sports Social Live. We're a new page. I love sports. I discuss football, boxing, and anything in between. Subscribe, like, share, comment down below. Who do you think wins this fight? What are you betting? What are you looking forward to? Are you looking forward to Andre breaking off some ring rust and getting the W? Are you looking forward to Maul Charlo on the undercard? Does Hector Luis Garcia come out and shock the world and get back in tank talks? Put it in the comments. Let me know. Again, Sports Social Live on Facebook. Subscribe, like, share.